Happy Wednesday, everyone. All right, distance learning week two, but distance learning two, week three, day two, created by yours truly, your teacher, Mr. McMillan. All right, so doesn't this picture bring back so many memories? Us being in our classroom together, us being together. Oh, good times. And that trash can. I remember being over in the summer, painting that trash can with bear paw prints. Ah, good times. I miss my classroom and I miss you guys too. Let's get going, okay? All right. Because we miss our classroom so much, I'm gonna add a couple more pictures just to remind us of our beautiful classroom once we've had. Remember that your do now is you filling out the answers in Google Classroom in the answer box, and I will respond to you. Oh my God, remember the podium which I will read from you from? Or when you first started, how the desks were? The strategy wall, the vocabulary wall. Good times. Let's review our vocabulary, shall we? All right, let's do it. Trinkets are a small ornament or item or jewelry that is of little value. But in reality, most people, when they have little trinkets, they're not of little value. They actually mean a lot to that person. Patio, a paved outdoor area adjoining a house. Usually, when you step out on the porch, that's usually called the patio. Or when you step on the back porch, it could be the patio as well. Riddle, a question or a statement intentionally phrased so as to require I hate saying this word, I say it so bad. Ingenuity in ascertaining its answer or meaning, typically presented as a game. So, pretty much saying that it's a question or a statement that has like an answer or a meaning behind it. Dilute, to make a liquid thinner or weaker by adding water or another solvent to it. Reluctant, unwilling, and hesitant, decline. Resentful, or expressing bitterness or indignation at having been treated unfairly. Miffed means to annoy. Today, our poem of the week is If I Can Stop One Heart from Breaking by Emily Dickinson. Emily Dickinson is an old I was going to say playwright, poet. I studied her in college when I did my American literature class, and we studied Emily Dickinson, who is one of the strongest female writers of all time. I would say do your research, okay? Let's take a look from this. If I can stop a heart from breaking, and I love this poem because it is a great indicator of what we're going through today. If I could stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I shall ease one life, the aching, or cool one, pain, or help one fainting robin unto his nest again, I shall not live in vain. I wonder what she means by that. Vain obviously means like you don't live on bad terms. You're not living just to live. You're living with a meaning. You're living with a purpose. So if you look at the first line, it says, if I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. So it means if I should bring joy or happiness to someone, I should not live in a bad way. I should possibly live for the good. If I can ease one life the aching or cool one more pain, if I can help someone feel happy or feel joy and help them, from feeling so much pain. Or help one fainting robin unto his nest again. Usually, robins are also referred to as birds, and they usually fall out of their nest. And when they fall out of their nest, they're in pain. So the nicest thing to do is to help them back into their nest. I Shall Not Live in Vain by Emily Dickinson. All right. As you know, when we do with our poems, we always analyze them. So what I want you to do is read first, find the metaphors, end rhymes, and moments of alliteration because there are moments of alliteration. So remember, I taught you guys that alliteration means that the first letters usually sound the same or have the same spelling. So in this poem, you find there an instance where the first letters in the lines are either the same letter or the same word. If I can stop, if I can ease, or cool, or help one fainting robin, right? I kind of gave you guys the answers, but you catch my drift, right? Number two, read the second time, find what is the central idea of the passage of the poem. And then the third time, you're going to make schemas. What connections can you make to this? One of the reasons why I say this poem actually connects really well with today is because she's saying, if I could stop one heart from breaking, she's pretty much saying, like, if I want to live with a purpose. And in these times with the virus going on and life seeming so short, what purpose do you have? What purpose do you give? What could you bring to the table? What could you offer? What could you offer um, the world? Could you help people? Can you help people feel happy? Can you help people find joy? Can you help people find peace? What could you possibly give? Okay. Then this is where the tough part comes. You're gonna write 1 to 2 paragraphs, taking the information that you found in your analysis response, which you found here, and you're going to include a line from the poem to support your central idea of the poem. Be sure to add why the literary devices are important. All right. Obviously, the literary devices are metaphor and rhyme and alliteration. And why are they significant to your central idea? You do not need to use all of them, just use one. Okay. So if I were to write my central idea, I would say, Great stop. So if I were to go here and take the slant out, okay, my central idea. So I'll say the central idea of the poem states, comma, that it is important for one to live their life not in vain, meaning that their life have purpose. Now, meaning that their life must have purpose. Now, what I'm asking you guys to do is after I find my central idea, I also need to choose one of the metaphors, right? Or one of the literary devices, right? And then include a line from the poem. So if I say I wanted to use maybe um, alliteration, I would do this. I'll go, the poet uses the literary device, spelling wrong, of alliteration, excuse me, thank you, of alliteration in the third and fourth lines. For example, comma, opening quote, I'll go back here, I'll look at the poem, I'll say, well, not, yeah, so this is the fourth and fifth line, excuse me. Or cool one pain or help one fainting robin. So I'm gonna change this to fifth, fourth and fifth. And fifth lines. So it goes, or cool one's pain, or back to the poem, or help one fainting robin. If the use, excuse me, oops, the use of alliteration shows that there are many things that she wants to do in order for her to live a full life of service. This will allow her to enjoy living her life, not in vain, but with meaning. Okay? Period. All right. So that's me pretty much writing my analysis that goes along with this piece, with the poem. Now, I said 1 to 2 paragraphs. Um, if you feel the need to add a schematic connection, you can, but I'm not really asking for that. I just need an analysis. Okay. Um, so you're just analyzing the poem in just 1 to 2 paragraphs. If you want to do 2 paragraphs and find another one, be my guest. Use metaphor, use end rhyme, and make connections. What are some reasons why we can use metaphor? As we know, metaphor is, you know, pretty much comparing something to another thing without using like or as. It's not a simile, right? You're just connecting. You're connecting one thing to another. So if I were to say, if I could stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life from aching, or cool one pain, or help one fainting robin until his nest again, I shall not live in vain. So, are we comparing anything in this poem? Maybe one's pain as to a fainting robin. So maybe we're making connections to one's pain to a fainting robin. Right? What about the end rhymes? What is significant about the end rhymes? As we know, there are multiple instances of end rhymes here: breaking, aching, pain, again, robin, vain. Every other line in this poem rhymes, so it goes in an A B format. So this will be A B A B A B A B. Every other line rhymes. Breaking, vain, aching, pain, robin, again, vain. Okay. So you could use what is the significance of those end rhymes. So if you can see here, I'm gonna give you one, right? Vain and pain. Their rhyming could simply mean because maybe the her living her life in vain with no meaning could also cause her much pain, right? Or it shows that my me living life in vain can cause pain to someone else. You can use any kind of answer. Like I stated before, class, ELA is such a broad piece. It's so broad that you literally can make any answer to support you just as long as you have the answer to support your claims. Okay? You can say anything just as long as you have the answers to support your claims. Are we clear? All right. Office hours is at 10 o'clock. It's at 10 o'clock. So please show up. I hope to see you there at 10 o'clock this morning. All right. Bye.